Welcome to Collect from Staff or Student Step-by-Step Instructions. Our learning objectives are threefold. We'll begin with who can collect from a staff member or student. The answer, based on the site view of the application, is that either a site administrator or a site user can collect. However, if your district admin chooses to impose restrictions on a particular user, they would not be able to take part in this function. Next, where do we collect from staff or student? You will be able to collect directly from the staff or student's page within the application. I'll show you how to locate that area, and lastly, we'll walk you through step-by-step instructions. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started. Once you've logged into the TIPWeb-IT application, locate Students or Staff. I'll go ahead and use Students. Once I've clicked on Students, the Students page will populate. Next, we need to locate the student we need to collect from. We can enter a student ID, first name, or last name. Once you've narrowed your search, the student will automatically open to the inventory page. You'll want to review the distributions and the one that you would like to collect. Once you've located the item you want to collect, if there is an A, which signifies accessories were applied to this particular product, you'll want to review them to see if you got those accessories back. If not, you'll need to consider assessing a charge. We'll go ahead and begin the collection process. In order to do so, we'll move our cursor over to the Quick Collect icon and click. Clicking takes us into the Quick Collect window. Note that there are some fields in red. Those fields will be required before we can complete the collection process. We'll start with the Collect To field. It defaults to collect to room. However, we could select Transfer, which would indicate a site-to-site transfer. We'll start with room. Next, we need to review the room that the tag will be collected to. By default, the application locks in the previous room the tag lived in before it was issued out to this particular individual. We'll review that room, and if it's not the room we want to return it to, we'll need to unlock the field and then click the binoculars to go in and locate another room. You can use room type to narrow the search, or you could enter a specific room number. Once you've found the room, click Select. Next, we'll need to review the Collect To status. By default, Available populates. However, there's other statuses you could collect the tag to. Once you've selected the status, consider leaving any notes. And lastly, the tag already populates in the field. If this is the tag you want to collect, you'll go ahead and click the Save icon. Clicking Save will bring up accessories for that particular product if accessories were assigned to the product by your district. You'll need to review the accessories, and if they did not return what is populating, you'll want to adjust those. Once you've reviewed the accessories, you're ready to collect. Now that we've collected, the collection lists under the blue grid header. We'll first take a look at the report. The report lists the name, the ID, any distributions that the student has, and note the one we collected. Also, review the accessories and see what was returned and what is missing. Next, we'll assess a charge. To assess a charge, you'll first click on the Assess Charge icon. Clicking on the icon takes us into the Assess Charge page. Note at the top the individual's name, charge type window, and charge amount. Before we begin the process, we'll want to review the blue grid header and note that there is a missing accessory charge populating. This particular charge was auto-generated by settings applied at the District Admin view. We'll need to take a look at the Notes icon to see what the charge was applied to. And as we can see in this case, it was the messenger bag. This indicates I do not need to create or add a charge for the messenger bag. However, the other accessory is not listing. It was an AC adapter. So because the district did not create an automated charge for that one, I'll need to go up and see if I can locate the charge in the charge type window. I'll do that by clicking the drop-down window and look through the list to find my particular charge. If the charge is not there, then I'll need to reach out to the district and ask them to add it. However, if it is, I'll go ahead and select it from the drop-down menu. Selecting the charge type lists the product name, and if there was a tag it was applied to, it will list also. The charge amount will populate, and in some cases the district will allow you to change the amount. If I can highlight it in blue, that indicates I can change it. Next, we'll go ahead and leave a note. Once we've reviewed our charge, we'll go ahead and click the Save icon. Clicking Save takes us out of the Assess Charge window. However, if you want to review your charges, go ahead and click on the Assess Charge icon again. Now we can see both of our charges. I'll go ahead and clear out of this window. Now that we've collected from a student to a room, I want to show you how to collect to a site-to-site transfer. To do that, I'll need to select different search criteria. Once I've located my student, I'll go through the same process of reviewing accessories, the tag, and so on. When I've done that, I'll go ahead and click on the Quick Collect icon. This time, however, we'll choose Transfer instead of Room. Choosing Transfer, we get several fields in red. We'll need to review those fields to see if we need to change anything. So our pickup location we would review, and next we'll go ahead and decide the transfer. In order to get started, I'm going to move my cursor over to the binoculars and click. Clicking takes me into the transfer window. I can create a new transfer, or I can choose an existing transfer by locating it and clicking Select. We'll go ahead and create a new transfer. To do so, I need to choose the site we want to transfer the tag to. From the drop-down menu, I'll go ahead and locate the site and choose it. Next, I'll click Go. Clicking Go takes me back into my Quick Collect window, and note that the transfer number is locked into the field. Then we need to review the status we're collecting to and change it if it's appropriate. Add our notes, review the tag number, and save. Once we've saved, we'll take a look at the accessories if they populate, and when we've completed this area, we'll collect. Now we've finished collecting that particular tag, and it is in transfer 5154 in my case. I'm going to go ahead and leave this window and take you over to the transfer. Move my cursor over to Initiate Transfer and click. Initiate Transfer reveals the particular transfer that I just created. Note it's in a status of new. That indicates you'll need to go ahead and finish the process by selecting, going into the transfer, and completing. This concludes our step-by-step instructions for collecting from staff or student. We want to thank you for watching, and remember, you have unlimited support. Please find additional materials and videos on our Support Center.